I've got nothing to say about it. Shouldn't have been out.
See, thanks for giving us a little bit of your time. A tough defeat for Chris tonight. One British title fit you can come back from, but it's two. Is it going to be a real rebuilding process now?
Look, you know, we'll see what happens afterwards. It was a very competitive fight. You know, he started off well, and I think he lost a little bit of composure during the fight. But it was a fantastic win for Ashley. He done what he had to do, and certainly everybody here was very, very, very well entertained in a real tough, hard-fought contest.
Yeah. How many British champions have you had? Is that something you know now?
Oh, God, I couldn't even tell you.
I've been promote another British title fight.
I've been doing this for 102 years now, so it's a lot.
I'm just wondering, watching you promote another British title fight. Moses Itauma, he looked kind of a bit frustrated that he had an opponent who couldn't give him a lot more. Is he due like a really big step up?
I think, look, you know, whoever, he's a young guy, just was he 19 a few months ago, and he's a very, very powerful guy. He's got fast hands, he's strong. No matter who he hits, if he catches you, he's going to hurt you. And that's exactly what he did. And we would obviously keep trying to step him up, or we will step him up, but he responds to it. It's just as simple as that. And he's learning his craft, and he did what he had to do. We'll have him out again in May, and hopefully it'll be somebody who can give him more of a test. But as I say, if he catches you, you're gone.
Yeah, Frank, what sort of names could you put Moses in with?
I've got to tell you something. If he'd have had a couple of 10-rounders, and I don't mean 10 rounds under his belt, but been in fights that he's training for 10 rounds, I'd put him in with nearly any of the Brits, except for the top guys, any of them.
Just away from this, I'm sure you would have seen the reports today. Zhang Wilder on the 5v5. What can you tell us?
I've got nothing to say about it. Shouldn't have been out.
Frank, on the broadcast, it was announced that Denzel Bentley's fighting Danny Dingham next. So on the broadcast, Denzel Bentley was announced that he's fighting Danny Dingham next. How important is that fight in the career of Denzel Bentley?
Very. He's at a crossroads. He needs to win. You know, he needs to win it. He went into a fight, as you know, as a very, very heavy favourite against Nathan, and unfortunately it didn't work out for him. So he's got to come back and show what he's all about.
Definitely. And Andrew Kane is also back on April 20th. I mean, could we see him fight Ashley Lane down the line?
It'd be a great fight, wouldn't it? You know, who knows? Let's see what happens. Let's see how he gets on the 20th.
Frank, what do you make of Tyson Fury? Looks in good shape, training hard. What do you think of it?
I've been telling everybody he was in good shape for that fight. He trained very hard. It's unfortunately got the cut. The good thing about the good to come out of the bad is that he's not got to lose any weight as such for the 18th of May. He's in really good nick, and I think in a perverse way it's going to be better for him on the 18th.
Frank, both Royston and Moses, they're almost racing to break Naz's record as youngest British world champions. By the end of the year, maybe get them some of the leftovers of other top contenders, maybe the sort of guys that Jared Anderson and Justice Hooney have beaten, for example, for Moses.
Well, we will see. You know, as I say, for me, it's not a 100-metre race, it's a marathon, and I've got to make sure that we make the right moves at the right time. You know, both of them are young guys, and we're bringing them along correctly, and I will continue to do that. They've got good they've both got good trainers, they've both got sensible people around them, good families around them, and we will make sure that we provide them with the right opportunities at the right time, because boxing's all about timing.
Any word on Philip Hergovich versus Daniel Dubois? Earlier in the week, Ronnie Shields did report that was likely for June the 1st. Any sort of comment on that and how likely it could be?
He knows more than me.
All right, last question.
Frank, in terms of lightweight, obviously we've seen Sam Notes is boxing next month, Mark Chamberlain boxing again. How do you sort of see that kind of going in terms of domestically?
Sorry, could you say it again?
So we've had Mark Chamberlain box recently, and Sam Notes is back out next month. In terms of that domestic scene as a bridge towards world level, European level, how do you kind of see that going?
I see that as a fight happening, I believe, by the end of the year, and I think it's going to be something extra special. They're two really good young contenders. I think both of them have got the ability to win world titles. and I would like to see it be for a significant title or a final eliminator for a world title. I genuinely think it will happen, and I think you're going to get a cracking fight because they both are quality fighters.